Zealand, the country where everyone gets a fair go. Well, not anymore. Right now in New Zealand, the situation that you're born into is going to have a big impact on the way that your life turns out. There's lots of people, lots of kids, whose life is pretty tough. They're going to school without lunch, they're living in cold, damp houses, they're sharing bedrooms with 2 or 3 or even 4 siblings. But we've got another problem with inequality in New Zealand, and that's that there's a myth that poverty has a lot to do with bad choices. Now, we've all heard the statistics about rising inequality. We've seen the graphs and the maps of New Zealand with the little shaded bits. But it's pretty hard, once you're living somewhere comfortable, to understand what that actually means for someone's life. And the way that the situation that you're in is really not about the choices that you're making. So what we wanted to do was to take some data and make it easy to understand and easy to relate to. We wanted to help people to compare their own situation to that of other people. And we wanted to use statistics to highlight and make obvious those inequalities.
Looking under the hood, the data team looked into what spatial granularity data was available, and we ended up pulling census data, especially related to the deprivation index, from StatsNZ, the online querying tool, so the data hub, and additional datasets from data.gov.nz.
So now we normalize all the data and provide an extensible API for making it easy to extract relatable data points from it.
What we've created is a way for people to compare their own lives with that of people who live nearby to them. So I can see in Wellington, where I'm from, Hataitai, and I can compare Hataitai to Kilbirnie, which is close by. And I meet Robin and Georgie. I can see that at 5 years old, Robin's goldfish dies, and at 5 years old, Georgie lives in a house where no one has a job. I can see that at 20, Robin gets a pimple, and at 20, Georgie leaves high school, and that's the end of his education. And I can see how that works out at the end of their life. So what we were doing here is taking statistics and data and turning it back into a life, back into something that people could relate to.